Hi, this is Dodger and you're watching my show. So you know when it feels like a song is just following you everywhere? I had a video games only playlist on Spotify that I was listening to for a long time, and then out of nowhere Taylor Swift was just thrown in there. This was not my playlist, by the way. I am far more conscientious. Obviously I skipped it, but then that song was just stuck in my head for a few hours. And then I went to get Froyo, and it was playing at the Froyo place. Can't I just eat my pretend meal in peace? Whatever, let's move on to news. First piece of news is those of you who have been watching for the new Deus Ex game, unfortunately it is a completely mobile and tablet-based game. Deus Ex The Fall is the name of the game, and it follows the Icarus Effect, which was a novel, so yes, it is canonical lore. It's not something that you can skip if you want to know the full story, which some people are very sad about. It's going to be coming out this summer, and it is considered an action RPG, just like all the other games, so I'm going to be interested to see how that handles. We were discussing this on the podcast, and it's hard because when it's not a franchise that you care about all that much, it's so easy to just be like, well, you know, whoa, kitty. Are you okay, you little sneezer? Are you okay, sneezer? You okay, sneezer? He's very upset with me. What was I talking about? Oh! If it's a franchise that you don't care about, it's very easy to look at the person who's very upset and say, look, you're not the one who developed this game or this franchise, and if they choose to put a game that's within the lore on mobile or something that you don't use very often, then that is their choice and there's nothing you can do about it. You might as well just boo-hoo all the way home. But then the second that it applies to you, you're like, what? This is belittling everything that this franchise is. This cannot be. Either way, it's happening, and Squeenix has been very vocal about the fact that they feel mobile games should get just as much attention as their big games that require lots of money. And I'm sure that mobile games rake in all sorts of dollar bills. Any of you who have been looking forward to Amnesia Machine for Pigs, many of you might remember that this was supposed to come out Halloween of last year, and obviously that did not happen. And then it was supposed to come out first quarter of this year, which also did not happen. So now we don't have a firm date, but we do know that it's supposed to come out late summer. Reason being they need to optimize and straighten things and make things generally better. It sounds like they have a lot planned for this release. They want to make sure that all 10 possible languages that they're going to be putting out are available at launch. There are lots of deals being made. They want to make sure that this is very successful and that it's available through a lot of different sources. I get it. I mean, Amnesia was a success, a very great success, and this needs to live up to that somehow. So they're just trying to make sure that it all goes according to plan, and who knows, it might be sort of a flop in comparison. But at the very least they'll know that they did everything that they could, and it sounds like from the developers, from China Room and Frictional Games, that they feel that this game is also going to be great. So, going by their first game, I'm gonna say, okay. Impress me. As I found a bit of news, any of you who have been super big into Warframe, which is a free-to-play co-op shooter, it will be available on PS4 and it will remain free-to-play. Warframe is a third-person sci-fi ninja shooter game that some people have really taken a liking to, and I think when the rumors came out that perhaps this game was going to be on PS4, everybody was a little bit concerned, like whether or not this was going to suddenly go from a mostly microtransaction model to a full-blown pay for it in order to get it model. And I'm very glad to see that that is not happening. Sony has dealt with putting free-to-play games on a console before, and I think that they kind of understand that making it free-to-play and keeping it free-to-play is the best possible option. Because then it also encourages people to play their console more. To be like, oh, this could be worth my time. Sorry, the cat just keeps running into the tripod. Kitty, come here, kitty. I know, I'm so mean to you. But I am glad to see that they are going to continue with that line of thought and that they're hopefully going to be trying to get even more free-to-play models involved in the console world, because I really do think that that's going to help with people wanting to play consoles or not. Anywho, that is my show. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a positive or a negative response, feel free to leave it in my comment section. And if you want to have coffee with me, you can click wherever I put the annotation and it'll take you to my other channel. That was a giant something that just drove by, if you could hear that, and it was beautiful and delicious, and I hope that he has a safe drive wherever he's going. But otherwise, I will talk to you guys again on Friday, and keep an eye on Twitter because we will be announcing through Twitter which weapon for Pacific Rim you guys chose for our Jaegers. It's gonna be the dopeness. Okay, have a good rest of your week, guys. Bye-bye. Mwah.